And so tell me about that. Tell me about the transition from football to CrossFit. When were you like, okay, I'm going to try CrossFit as a competition? Or are you even in that space now? Like mentally?
Now
Yeah,
or when I quit.
but either, both. I'd love to know,
Yeah,
like,
so it was so when I did CrossFit before football, man, I was kind of good at it. I knew I had the potential. People were like calling that out of me, and I was like, man, I'm going to play NFL, man. This is my whole dream. It's why I'm even here. And so when I got to football, the thing I loved about football was I knew I was going to outwork pretty much everybody that I played with, and I made sure of it because I carried a chip on my shoulder. Um, Not being the fastest guy out there, I knew that I was gonna, like I said, run the routes every day after practice. I was gonna make sure I'm putting in the extra hours, make sure I'm the most conditioned, and the whole 9 yards. And then that was the just the best part of football for me. And then I get to foot or college, and then everybody's doing that already. Not only is everybody doing that, but now it's like you're there at like 5 a.m. in the morning, and this is like your responsibility is to do all this stuff and more.
everyone has a
And so
chip on their shoulder.
everybody has a chip on their shoulder, but also it's like you running the extra hour, you running like extra, and like you running the routes is not necessarily extra work in a way. It's like what the whole team is doing as a workout. And so we're there from like 5 a.m. to like you're leaving at 9 p.m. most days, and it's just a business, man. And it was very, it like pulled out of me like the desire to like want to do extra because nobody was really doing extra because we were there from all day long. Um, and it felt like a business. It was just a bunch of, I didn't have any like outside time. I didn't have time with my friends. I couldn't like, for me, the hard work, the thing I loved about the hard work was I got to choose the hard work. Like I got to choose if I wanted to watch film. Like I got to choose me outworking people in a way. And then it was when I played football at Clemson, it was like you were just doing this because it's your job. Like everybody's doing this, and so it just kind of in a way pulled out the motivation of it for me, because it was like all this is expected. And I don't know. After a year, I wasn't playing. I was in a so that when you're a receiver, you play. There's a slot receiver, and then there's outside receiver. The outside receivers are more of your bigger guys, but like I said, I was a good route runner, and so the good route runners normally play the slot receiver. And so I felt like I wasn't in the right spot, but I was a walk-on. So what are you going to do? You play where they put you, and I knew that I wasn't going to be as a 220 guy, 6'1". I wasn't going to play the slot ever, and so I knew that I was competing with these guys that you see on TV, like the 6'4" guys who run 4.4s and they go straight down the field and catch like Hail Marys and man catch touchdowns, and I just couldn't compete with them, man. And so I knew I wasn't. I knew the chances were very slim of me actually getting the shot that I wanted at slot receiver to like. I felt like I could play slot receiver, but I just wasn't going to get that chance. And so that in that year, there was a lot of things, and it just I didn't want to play at the end of it
Was it
anymore. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it for 4 more
was it
years.
heartbreaking?
No, um, I knew. So I wanted to do CrossFit the whole time. I would find little places to do CrossFit, and so when I quit, I knew when I was at football at Clemson, I knew, hey, I'm either going to pursue the CrossFit Games or I'm going to pursue Clemson football. And if I pursue Clemson football and play the next 5 years of my life and then start CrossFit, I'm gonna be kind of late on the show to the games, man. Um, and so once I quit playing football at Clemson, it was like, all right, well, let's go do CrossFit, see what happens.
Are you done with school?
Um, so I dropped out of Clemson because I quit playing football